preseason Week 2 preview. The Lions at the Chiefs. So we'll be making our Arrowhead debut Saturday, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. JD, Tej, and I will be on Bleacher Report at 7 o'clock or whenever the game ends on Bleacher Report. So definitely go check that out. If you can't make that, it'll be on our YouTube channel later on in the night. So JD, you were going to say something?
I was going to say to you, how did you let LRZ get hurt, Marcus? What happened? We didn't even talk about our guy. We didn't even talk about our guy, man, being hurt. He's missing practice. But look, he's a tough cookie. He'll be fine. He'll be back, man.
Some people are saying the LRZ injury I've seen, some people are saying it's the first step to the Chiefs moving him to IR so they can keep him on the squad for the year.
Oh, conspiracy theory now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's a Welsh conspiracy theory.
We don't work to do conspiracy. Okay. Jeez.
But JD, so obviously with preseason coming up, or Week 2 coming up the Saturday, we talked about a few guys we wanted to watch last week. Nazi was one of them who didn't end up playing. FAU is a guy you wanted to look at, and we saw him a little bit last week, a little bit underwhelming in a way. But who are some of the guys you want to see in Week 2? I mean, first off, the guys who are on the bubble who really didn't show out Week 1, how important is Week 2 to showcase yourself when you're on the bubble and you didn't show out in that first preseason game?
Just be honest with it, man. This will be it for some guys. If you don't show out this week, then it's curtains. It's a wrap, So call in, the guy with the hook, pull you on off stage. And so that's going to be the reality. And so that's why, guys are going to be pressing. Guys are going to be on top of everything. Hopefully you're on shore, just making sure that you try to do everything right. And they understand this might be the last opportunity, at least in the Chiefs uniform, to show what they can do. Now, this is, without a doubt, a job interview. It's a job interview for the other teams out there in the NFL, right? 31 other teams. And so if you don't make it here with the Chiefs, maybe somebody else take a chance on you and see how you work. And that goes into how the coaches talk about how you practice, what you do, how you carry yourself. If you're a smart guy, can you pick up things, quickly? Are you a good locker room dude? So those things are just important. So this thing is not just vying for a position here on the Chiefs. This is vying for a position in NFL. This is here to further your career. And that's something that these guys got to take serious, because it's just that. This is a career type of performance that you got to put on, right? So,
and obviously last week the two standouts that we saw were Carson Steele. Obviously he's already bumped up. It looks like based on reps, he's already bumped up from RB3 to RB2 based on what we saw last, or RB4 to RB3, because I guess CEH is still the unofficial RB2, right?
So I'll answer the question of the guys that I want to see, and it's still FAU. Obviously, Nazi is another guy that we talked about for sure, wanted to see. Carson still see if he can do it all over again. Let me see who did I have? So somebody I said earlier. Oh, the D line. I want to see the D line, man. Let's see what these guys can do. See if it's a little bit better. And we'll have to keep our eyes off, obviously, on, they're going to be coming to defense, man. Detroit, man, it's a real team. And Dan's got those guys rolling. He's got them rolling. And you best believe how he came in here and spoiled it Week 1 last year. He feels, and I'm telling you what he's telling you. He's telling his team. Dan is sitting there saying that we own the Chiefs. We owned them last year in the stadium, first game. And that is our place. We don't lose to the Chiefs in their stadium. We don't do that. If we want to be considered a serious team, playoff team, Super Bowl contenders, we'll start with the Chiefs. I promise you that's what Dan is telling them. I guarantee it he is telling them that. Okay? Because I know those guys is a film that's on the staff. So
do coaches pull out that kind of stuff for preseason? Like even like that kind of like rah-rah rhetoric?
Absolutely. Hey, look, it's not important. It doesn't count, but it does. That's how coaches are saying. Hey, everybody said it don't count. Everybody's saying, hey, this is your calling card. You want to be the NFL? Okay? You want to be an elite team? Beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Go ahead and start your season off, because that's how they started the season off last year. So, absolutely in preseason they do this, man. And Marcus, what we were talking, this means something to guys. This might be their last chance.
Yeah.
It means something. So this ain't no just having tea and crumpets. This is it. This is it, brother. This is taking it to the limit. So some of these guys got to go. They're going out there full board because they know this is all determining factor if they in the NFL locker room next year. So I just that's reality. That's reality, man. And I know Dan. That's what Dan, shoot. He's telling these guys that, and his coaches. It's in the NFL. I tell a guy that. I'm like, look, man, you want to show what you can do? This might be your last time doing it. This might be your last time putting something on paper, on video for other people to see. So you better not come in here to half-stepping with none of that. You bet not. You bet not. So, shoot, in front of your family, your friends that will be watching on TV, I don't care who's out there watching you. If you don't get your job done, it's over for you. That's the last time you might be lacing up your cleats and putting on a helmet. So, it's real. It's real.
Yeah. Anybody specific on the D line you're going to be looking at?
Whole D line. Everybody. I'm watching, man. Whole D line. I'm watching everybody on there. So I want guys to step up. I'm going to see what guys can do. Okay. So Chris ain't going to be playing again. It's time for those guys to rule. It's time for them to rule. I want to see how they operate without Chris Jones. Especially against a good offensive line like Detroit. So that's where it's got to be.
Yeah, playing against an offensive line like that, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Like Kareem said, it counts when it gets you a job or costs you your season. Absolutely. This is your livelihood, man. It's your livelihood. Kareem, good seeing you, man. I see how you follow us on Twitter, my brother. Good seeing you, for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll be sticking with the wide receiver room. I'm going to be looking at the Justin Ross, the Sky Moore, the Justin Watson, I guess, battle there to see which guys are rotating in with the ones. I hope we do get to see some of those guys rotate in with Mahomes. I feel like they'll be playing more this game. And then hopefully Xavier Worthy gets a touch this week. Hopefully we get to see that a little bit. But yeah, and then Lucas Niang at right tackle. If Juwan Taylor's not playing, I want to see how that looks. Because like we mentioned on Monday's show, might be, if that does happen, you might see something where there is movement on the signing a guy like maybe Donovan Smith comes back. I mean, depending on how Lucas Niang looks and depending on how bad the injury is for Juwan Taylor. So
absolutely. And so it's very important, man. You start looking at it's after the second preseason game, because you don't have the 4 at the second preseason game. When you start looking at cuts, they're looking at other guys on other rosters. So that's the business. That's the NFL business. And I guarantee you, and coaches are doing. Yep. He won't be with us. Yep. And come that next week, Marcus, it's going to be a whole lot of handshakings. Hey, we need to come see you. Bring your playbook with you. Oh, yeah. It's just that real, man. It's just that real. So for players, man, I get, for people, it's not going to be a lot of people. Well, it's going to be a lot of people in the stands for KC. But this is what guys do for their life, and it's their dream. So that's the way it rolls.
And also, too, a lot of people are saying this. Special teams. I mean, that was pretty rough last week. So hopefully hopefully Tobe, I don't know, does something with these guys. It seemed like everyone was lost with the rules last week. So hopefully, another week of doing this, maybe they are more acclimated with the rules.
Absolutely, yeah. And thank you, Andrea. No doubt about it. Lonnie Pyramid, man, happy birthday, my brother. Your birthday today. You're watching Chief Concerns. Hey, here's one. Here's one to you, my guy. Here's one
Happy
to
birthday,
you.
buddy.
Happy.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's going to be a good one this week, and a lot of things to look at. And yeah, this is, for many, JD said, a lot of these guys might be the last time they put on a Chiefs jersey. It might be the last time they put on any kind of jersey ever. So this is big time for a lot of guys.
Yeah, big time, man. That's a bad feeling when you know that there could have been more things you could have done to make a team, and you just didn't do it. You just didn't do it. So I don't hope no guys are living with any type of regret, man. But you guarantee, man, watch these guys play on Saturday. Watch them. This is going to be a full board game. I'm telling you. Uh, this is gladiator, man, in the Coliseum, Marcus. This is real. This is real.
And especially the way we got our butts handed to us on the trenches last week, I feel like we're going to have more to prove this week, especially now they're back at home again. Hopefully there is a little bit more of that fire, especially these guys are fighting for their lives, their NFL career lives. So
I always laugh at sometimes, like some of the coaches would come in and they would get on guys, and guys would pat themselves on their own back, like, I did good. And the coach come in and just slaughter them, like turn the stuff over, like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You're like, you ain't might get me cut. You ain't getting me cut. Oh man, Jimmy Ray used to say it, man. He said, "Look, I tell you what, some of y'all are gonna get fired, but I'm gonna take some. I might get fired, but I'm gonna take some of y'all with me." Jimmy Ray.
Translation: you better work your ass off of that game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.